Until the 20th century, lime was the principal binding mortar used for monumental buildings the world over. Monuments of Delhi too were built using this extraordinarily versatile and durable construction material to bind the stone and brick masonry and achieve grandeur of scale and long-term structural stability. At Humayun's tomb, lime mortar was used not only to bind the stone in the thick masonry walls, but also for plastering the wall surfaces, decorative incised plasterwork, roofing and flooring of the tomb chambers, as well as to hold the decorative tiles used here.
The reason these buildings have survived for centuries is that lime mortar goes back into its natural state of limestone. Limestone, CaCO3, is taken and burnt in a lime kiln and releases the carbon dioxide, following which the lump lime, which is quite light with the impurities having burnt out, is put in water, and the water breaks down each particle into small microns. This is then taken by masons and mixed with traditional additives, but as well as sand 3 times the quantity of lime, and all of this is crushed together quite like a flour mill, thereby ensuring that each micron of lime is covered completely with sand. When this is used as mortar or plaster, the carbon dioxide earlier released is absorbed back and the water earlier absorbed is released, thereby allowing the mix to go back into its natural state of limestone or CaCO3, which has the capacity to last in perpetuity.
Lime mortar requires skill, time and adequate groundwork to prepare. However, with the invention of Portland cement, a material quickly usable with minimum skill, modern architecture is no longer dependent on lime, despite its proven permanence. In the 20th century, cement became the first choice, even for the conservation of our monuments, built originally with lime mortar. The impervious cement catalyzed the deterioration of lime mortar and stonework, as is visible across the structural elements at Humayun's tomb's buildings. The urgent need to undo this damage and to restore the original splendor of the tomb compelled the Aga Khan Trust for Culture to undertake a major effort towards removing 20th century cement and replace this with lime mortar prepared in a traditional manner with traditional additives. Once it is mined from quarries, limestone goes through varied processes of preparation depending on the nature of end use. For masonry, it is first processed in a kiln. In ancient times, these kilns or bhattas were simple clamps made of alternating layers of stone and fuel and sealed with mud. Modern kilns have improved upon this technology to obtain speedier and more consistent results. The lump lime from the kiln is then slaked, kept under water for at least 3 weeks, allowing particles to break down to minute levels that would allow easy bonding. Lime putty, thus prepared, is mixed with sand and pozzolanic additives such as brick dust to thrice its volume. To prepare lime mortar for binding stone masonry, lime is traditionally prepared in a chakki or a mill, very similar to those used for crushing grain. With the quantum of lime mortar required for the conservation of Humayun's tomb and other monuments in the vicinity, AKTC invented a mortar mill, thereby relieving human labor. Analysis of mortars at Humayun's tomb revealed that brick dust was used in the base layers, while marble dust and egg white in the final layer, usually only 1 millimeter thick, and used by the Mughals to mimic marble. As a naturally occurring material itself, lime combines well with many other organic substances. Jaggery and pulp of bale fruit are other organic additives that have been used with lime mortar here. These mixes make the construction more durable, weather resistant, and allow it to gain strength. It is estimated that stone masonry with lime mortar reaches peak strength often 3 years after being built. Lime mortar is porous and allows dampness to pass through, thus protecting the sandstone masonry from the harmful salts that are usually contained in the dampness.
जैसे कि आप देख रहे हैं कि पहली लेयर वो प्लास्टर की हो चुकी है, इसमें ब्रिक जीरा मिला हुआ है। लाइम प्लास्टर की ये खासियत होती है कि उसमें श्रिंकेज क्रैक्स आते ही आते हैं। तो जो श्रिंकेज क्रैक्स हैं उसको दूर करने के लिए हम मैलेट से, वुडन मैलेट से उसकी टुकाई करते हैं। तो टुकाई करने के बाद वो क्रैक्स को दूर कर देते हैं और तब वो सेकंड लेयर के लिए वो तैयार हो जाता है।
At Humayun's tomb, 40 centimeters of concrete had been applied on the roof in the 20th century, ostensibly to stop water ingress and its related damages. But this only accentuated the problem. As a first step towards lime-based restoration, 1 million kilos of cement concrete was painstakingly removed from the roof. And replaced with lime mortar. The lighter lime mortar not only reduced the excess load on the structure, but also revealed buried architectural elements. Joints in the tomb's marble dome were carefully filled by masons before the layers of plasterwork were applied on the inner face. Lime mortar was also used to repair the sandstone paving on the lower arcade. And to reconstruct collapsed portions of the garden enclosure wall.
ये पहली लेयर सेट हो गई है और ये सेकंड लेयर ऑफ मोटर आ रही है। इसके अंदर ब्रिक जीरा मिला हुआ था, इसके अंदर हैस्कन वो मिले हुए हैं। ये जो आ रही है ये आपकी फाइनल फिनिशिंग थर्ड लेयर में आएगी। पर ये जो प्लास्टर है अल्टीमेटली यहाँ पे आप अगर देखेंगे बाद में तो यहाँ पे एल्कॉस बनेंगे, गुलाइयाँ आएंगी और उसमें भी अभी 3-3, 4-4 इंच प्लास्टर और आएगा और तब जाकर ये लाइम बनने के लिए तैयार होगा।
Traditional processes and material were also used to restore the ornamental incised plaster on the mausoleum's walls. This required patterns to be carved out from freshly applied lime plaster. Craftsmen used finishing techniques like lime punning, which involves the application of lime putty mixed with marble or shell powder. In all, 20,000 square meters of the wall and ceiling surfaces were replastered using this mortar with traditional additives like molasses and egg white. Humayun's tomb is a stellar example of the richness and durability of lime in construction and conservation. It is only fitting that the Archaeological Survey of India and the Aga Khan Trust for Culture decided to use the conservation effort at Humayun's tomb as a classroom for officers and craftsmen. Humayun's tomb conservation, carried out with the support of the Sir Dorabji Tata Trust, included 18 training workshops where over 200 participants from across India were exposed to ancient knowledge and scientific expertise.
The lime training workshops that have happened here, in which engineers and archaeologists have been trained, it is heartening to see that they're working with the same spirit and ensuring that only traditional materials are being used. And I'm very happy to say that in many of our monuments across the country, some of the iconic monuments like Taj Mahal, or even say in the forts of Rajasthan, wherein now we are stressing upon the fact that the application of materials, and lime in particular, is to be done only and only in the traditional way.
The combination of vast experience, keen expertise, and delicate craftsmanship has brought to the fore the versatility and beauty of this timeless material. And has breathed new life for Humayun's tomb, as well as into a dying craft.